Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another video by your girl, her Big Bold Big Beauty. It's great to see you all again. So this is part 2 of that quick and easy homemade gifts for your friends, and this time we'll be making soaps. And I'm really excited to show you guys what I do for making soaps. As I mentioned before, skin looks a little rough. Don't really feel like me on camera today, but that's okay because the main focus of the video will be kind of the tutorial portion, showing you how to make the things. So let's get started. Alright, so for soaps, I use this simple Serenity Clear Glycerin soap. I mean, you can use lots of different kinds, as long as it is microwave safe. So you can, right here it says like, you can put it in the microwave to melt it. These are melt and pour soaps. That's my easy hack, is if you want to make fun soaps and you don't want to deal with acid or lye or whatever it is that goes into soap making, use melt and pour, and then everything becomes easy. So I have my soaps, I have my little containers. This one is just an overflow in case I have too much base, but I love these little heart ones. They're so simple and cute, and these like 100% handmade. Thank you. Wants to say soap, and a little extra one there. Now this honestly might seem like a splurge purchase and a little bit unnecessary because you can just use a knife, but for me it's been an actual godsend. Like, I love this thing. Then for scent, I'm actually just going to be super basic. This eucalyptus mint fragrance. I like to have my soaps be fairly simple. And then the fun part though is the coloring. So I have different colors of food coloring up here. And so I'm going to just pick a fun color to make the soap. So to start with, I'm going to cut this up into little cubes so it's easier to melt. And then the same thing as with my candle video, I'm going to use a glass or Pyrex container to put it in the microwave, a little disposable chopstick to stir it, just because the scents are very hard to get out of actual equipment. That little Pyrex container I use is primarily just for soaps and candles, so that's why I don't really care about it. And then we will melt it, and I will show you how I do the soaps. Let's get started. First off, chopping this big sucker. So as you can see, I've obviously done a number on the side because it just wasn't coming out, but I'm just going to try and take from this side. So I'm just going to flip it, chop off a bunch, and then go from there. Okay, this is why this is a godsend, is because it's just like, it cuts through it so easy. So I will admit, especially given the pandemic, soaps are my more favorite gift to give people rather than candles, just because I also find candles are a bit more person specific in terms of the scent, whereas soaps, easier to love different kinds of soaps. So now we're just going to chop these up into little pieces. Alright, so now I just microwave it at intervals of 30 seconds until it's completely melted. Okay, now the biggest thing to remember, this stuff is very hot, so use an oven mitt to take it out of the microwave. And if you're going to be touching it, to pour it. So it's nice and melted, it's all liquid. I kind of overdid it a little bit because it's bubbling, but essentially you want it to be all liquid, all melted. Then I decided to go for a lime green color because it's fun. Why not? It takes a lot more than you think in order to color it, like a nice deep color. So I just stir it in there because this is a clear soap. That's actually a pretty good color. I find that this color matches well with that eucalyptus mint scent. Just matches the nose to the actual scent, I find. I don't know. Makes it feel like it goes in my brain. Now, time to add the scent. With the scent, honestly, you add as much as you want for how fragrant you want the soap to be. So I usually start off with about 20 drops, stir it, and then I take a sniff and I see if it's fragrant enough for me or if I want to add more. Yeah, I want to add more. And I just keep going until I'm happy with how it smells. If ever it starts to solidify again on you before you're done, just pop it back in the microwave until you're ready. Now with the scents, you want to make sure that they're safe for use on skin. Certain scents are not safe to use on skin. They're fine to burn, but not to use on your skin. Be careful about flip ups because it's very hot. Don't be distracted like me. But you want to make sure that the scent that you use is safe for skin. Just a little bit more and then it'll be good. That is sufficient for me. So this is about between 400 and 600 milliliters. And I want to say I added between 30 and 40 drops of fragrance for the pour of Admit. Be safe. If you need help with this, so if you're a kid, you're doing this at home and you need help, don't be afraid to ask an adult for help with this part. So now for the pouring. I'm gonna do the rest off camera because this makes me too nervous. So the majority of these I actually got from either Amazon or from Michaels. So that's kind of where I get most of my supplies. So just with the soaps, or soap blocks left over from when I cut off initially, I'm gonna chop that up and put it in the pot again. Kind of like a rinse and repeat. I know, terrible soap joke, I'm sorry. One thing I forgot to mention is that these actually are either meant for baking, and they're so silicone baking sheets, or they're meant for chocolate, or sometimes they're meant for soap. But literally, anything that's kind of silicone that you can pop it out works very well, I find anyways. Okay, next batch. I think this is actually more soap. I think I underdid the first batch. Oh well. This time I'm going to put in some peach coloring. Doesn't quite go as well with the whole eucalyptus thing, but it goes well with the hearts. So that's why I chose it. Looks more red than peach, but okay. Well, we'll try that. It's like this vibrant, fiery red. I like it. Time for the scent. Now she's nice and smelly. These ones are quite a bit bigger in terms of the actual holders, so you can take quite a bit more soap. There we go. Nice part about these is that the cleanup is pretty dang easy because it's literally soap. So you just rinse and maybe put some dish soap, some extra soap in, but it's pretty easy to clean the Pyrex afterwards. Alright, now we let them sit and I will show you what they look like after they've solidified. Okay, so it's been a few hours. I think the soaps are ready to go. Let's try taking them out. They should really just pop out like so. It does definitely need a little bit more time, so it's softer than normal, but it's solid enough. Those ones are definitely nicer because they've had a bit more time. Again, if you want to speed it up, just put them in the fridge. Honestly, my spouse probably will like these the best because they're just like normal bars. And that is it for the soaps. God, they look really pretty. They definitely need a tiny bit more time to harden, so I'm not going to touch them too much. So they're still a little soft, especially the bigger ones, like these ones. These ones, especially like these ones here. They need a bit more time. I only left them for like 2 hours out on the counter. So they definitely need more time. But these smaller ones, pretty good. And so as I said, if you wanted them to harden quicker, just put them in the fridge. That is it for my quick and easy soap making gift tutorial. Not quite sure what to call it. Again, if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's totally fine. These are just the Christmas gifts that I'm giving to my friends. Admittedly, I just call it Christmas gifts. It's just gifts because it's gift giving season for me. I don't really celebrate Christmas per se in terms of the religious sense. But these are just nice, simple, quick gifts, but that are like handmade. There's thought and intention behind them. So that's why I really like them. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. And let me know if you want to see more videos in this format in the future. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, beautiful people. Bye!